guys, it's Cash, and today I want to talk about a few things. I have been on a little bit of a break because of a few factors, and I'll get into that later. But I just needed to take a couple steps back and look at everything and make sure that this is something that I want to do for myself, that the message that I'm putting out there is a message that agrees with my soul. Because as most people know, a lot of this stuff is controlled. And the more exposure that you get, the closer that they watch you and they watch what you say, they watch what you're putting out there. And I've kind of gotten to, even with 500 followers at the time is when it kind of started with me. I got to this point where I would be making videos and I'd be saying something that maybe, I was like, should I say that? Should I not? And then people would come out and watch me as I was making the video, like out on the dock, I have some, and they would come out and they would just watch me as like kind of, I felt as a means to tell me, watch what you say. Other times my phone would ring like while I was making videos and I was just like, you know what? Like if I can't say what I want to say, what is the point of even doing this anyway? And so I just needed to take a break and just, rest and think if this is really something that I want to be doing. And yes, it absolutely is, but on my terms. I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not going to be told what to say because I believe that in freedom of speech. I guess you can say, an advocate, an activist for freedom of speech. So just putting it out there, but onto other things. Okay, so I was watching a video a while ago and it was about targeted individuals. This is when I first found out what a targeted individual was. And it was this woman and she was on this guy's press conference thing. And she was speaking about how they take our ideas as targeted individuals. And she said that they'll take our ideas and, anything that you do. Like if you put things out there, they'll take them and pass them off on as their own. Who's they? People in the entertainment industry, these low-level entities that just have no creative abilities on their own. They look to targeted individuals for inspiration, for shows, and for music videos, and for things like that. Now, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of flattering in a way. But just a month ago, I came across, as you know, I wrote that blog. I talk about the blog a lot. I wrote the blog. I wrote the book. Just like maybe a month ago, I came across some stuff that on my YouTube queue, it was deliberately probably put in my YouTube queue, where these things, and these are popular shows, seemed like they could have been taken from the blog. Now, I know that sounds extremely narcissistic, but that same day or evening when I went out to walk my dog, I walked past this guy and he had a shirt on that said Muse. So I told my grandma about it, and of course my grandma, she's like, oh, there was a band called Muse. That's not the point. The point is I put all this stuff out there, as outrageous as it may be. Now I'm seeing it, my ideas being used in different music videos, in shows and things like that. And I mean, it's flattering in a way, but in another way, I'm not getting paid for that. Like these are my ideas and I did put them out on the internet maybe, but to be used, but I don't know. I guess I've fallen into a bit of frustration with this. I'm afraid to put new things out on the blog. I'm pretty much done with that. And I'm afraid to write things even on my computer in fear that they will be taken. I told you guys about the R&M that I have going on. So even me writing in a notebook, it's almost as if they're watching what I do creatively to see if there's anything that they could potentially take. And I know it sounds crazy. It sounds absolutely insane. And I told my grandma, I said, if I said anything about this, I would sound like an absolute nut. But it's true. They do. They use targeted individuals as inspiration for things. And I don't know. If I see a movie based on my book, I'm going to be pretty freaking pissed off. So it's just like, it's just come to like more of a frustration for me more than anything, because I am trying. I am probably one of the most creative people, like writing wise, that I know in this world right now. So it's very frustrating to me that this is happening. Like, I just feel like, what should I do? Should I just stop completely? I went to the point, well, you know what? I'm just going to sleep, and I'm going to not write anything. I'm not even going to say words, so nobody can take my ideas. And I mean, who is that benefiting? That's not doing anything. The only person it's hurting is me, essentially. So, yeah, I kind of fell into a little bit of a depression because of that. Because it's just like, why even try if my ideas are just going to be taken? And it reminded me of that TLC video where they win the Grammy and they come out and they're like, we're broke. They take all our money. You know, they just use us to put this stuff out there. And then, you know, we're not getting paid for it. So it's kind of sad to me that this is what's going on in this world. I know I'm not the only TI out there that has stuff based off of them, because I know of a couple that there's a couple shows out there that kind of lean towards these people's lives. It's just, I don't know. I know it sounds crazy, and if you told me that this was going to be my life, I probably never would have believed you. But unfortunately, this is the situation that I'm in. So, and people did tell me, like, celebrities and stuff like that, like, they'll use you as a muse and, like, be inspired from your life. You know, they'll use your life as a means to write. And I just thought that that was pretty outlandish until, you know, it's my pretty much life and ideas are being put in my face. You know, it's in my YouTube queue, so I'll watch it. And it gets to a point where you're just like, all right, this is pretty creepy. Where's my money? But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like the entertainment industry, if you're going to take ideas from people, maybe you should hire those people. Because it doesn't seem like the people that you have are doing a good enough job if you need to watch people's lives and mimic them. I can't even tell you the last time I saw a good movie. It's all these crappy superhero movies. Like, how many superhero movies do we need to be out there? We get it, okay? You want everybody to have superpowers and things like that, but can we get something like with some substance, like a good movie? I have not seen a good movie in the longest time. But yeah, so I'm going to get back into the videos. I'm probably going to start doing 3 a week. And another thing that troubles me about this is there is something called the dark web, and most people know about it. But I was also told that the dark web is where targeted individuals are basically underground celebrities. So they have us on there on the dark web, and basically everybody knows who we are without us, you know, really knowing or wanting that. So that's something that I thought about too. Like, I'm making these videos and then all of a sudden they're being uploaded on the dark web for people to see, and I'm obviously not getting paid for it, but everybody's watching my videos, taking what I say and using it to harass me in my daily life. So that's something that's kind of slowed me down too. Now, is that the case? I don't know, but it seems pretty pliable that it could be that. So I guess I'm a celebrity on the dark web somewhere. That's fantastic. But yeah, I am gonna start making videos again more regularly, probably 3 a week, but I did just want to get that out there because this woman that was in the video that I saw was very distraught, seemed very discouraged almost, and it is very discouraging to really be trying and then your ideas being used and getting not compensated for it. So that's all I really have to say about that. Please, if you are a targeted individual and you have a similar case where your ideas you feel may have been taken or used without your consent, what are you doing? Are you like writing in Braille? Like, I really don't know what to do. I don't want anybody stealing my ideas because I do have some really good ideas, but I don't know. Targeted individuals, please comment down below. Let me know about your experiences. And as always, everybody take care and God bless.